What's up, everybody? How are you doing? You're welcome to yet another Doksimon Homes property tour. So today we are here to show you this beautiful four-bedroom, all-en-suite twin house located inside Ayi Mensah. Now, just for your information, Ayi Mensah shares a boundary with Oyarifa and it's just about 5 minutes drive from Medina. Details about this property: this is a four-bedroom, all-en-suite house sitting on a 45 feet by 100 feet lot site overlooking the Aburi mountain, which technically makes this area quite cool. Sometimes it can even rain here without even raining in Medina. But before we tour these twin identical properties right here, kindly click on the red subscribe button to be a part of this wonderful family, and don't forget to smash the notification bell so you get notified anytime we post a property deal right here in Ghana. Now let's get started with the perimeter of this property. Entering into this particular property, you have the 45 feet facing the roadside, and you've got the 100 feet on the as the depth of the property, which actually gives you a lot more space. Now, the frontage of the property is about 40 feet. So you've got lots and lots of space to do whatever you intend to do. You have enough space for kids to play. You also have enough space to also park comfortably about 5 to 6 cars, and you have ample space on the left wing and the right wing of the property. Now let's take a walk around the right wing of the property. Now this is the right wing of the property. You realize you've got assorted flowers right here beautifying the entire space, which is quite pretty. You have about more than 8 feet on the lights on the right wing, which is a bit walkable. Now, this is your backyard end, okay? You've got also about 8 feet. So you've got 8 feet right on the right wing, also 8 feet at the back. Gives you enough space to get to do whatever you intend to do. Now, this is also the left wing of the property, just a bit smaller. You have about 4 or 5 feet. I think it's about 4 feet. So you have a patch of greenery here as well. So that is what the compound actually offers you. It offers you a lot of space, and then the luxury to get to do whatever you intend to do. And that's a very peculiar thing. You hardly get that. Now let's take a very closer look at the facade of the property. It's a little bit classical, modern. I love the color or the choice of paint, a combination of gray and white, which is pretty beautiful. Yeah, you have silver balustrades at the end there, which actually complementing the white and all that. One of the beautiful things I like, and I must note, is the twin tall columns that spans all the way to the top, and that is a thoughtful thing. Now if you look at this area, you realize that it has been actually cladded with terrazzo. But before we go inside, let me quickly add the wheelchair access that the developer decided to include to the property. And that's a very thoughtful thing, because not everyone, of course, the aged, will be able to use the steps all the way to the inside. So adding this right here for the aged or those using wheelchair actually makes it a bit unique. And that's a very thoughtful thing. Kudos to the developer. So walking past through this 1.5 security door, you are ushered into the living room space, which commands about 35 meters square, and that is in combination with the dining area. It's quite a very spacious, living room space. You have a beautiful space, simple ceiling with lots of recessed light on the ceiling. You basically have about 2 air conditions right here to actually chill you off, and you have about 3 windows, technically bringing in natural daylight into the premises. So even if you have the lights switched off, let me try and put the light off. Obio, can you switch off the light? Let's see how it is when the lights are off. So even if when you have the light on, you see that you have you have daylight actually coming in. So please put it on for me, yeah? All right, thank you. Now, where I'm standing right here is the dining space, because you have the kitchen right here. And right over here, you have the staircase that leads you to the 2 rooms on the first floor. Now, down here actually opens up to the guest washroom, right? And on the ground level, you have the maid's quarters, the servants' quarters, or the helpers' quarters, which is somewhere at the back. But I'm going to show you that in a bit. Now, let me show you the powder room. So this door right here opens up to the powder room. Okay, you have this space here. Of course, you can use it to do something, very, insightful and beautiful. Now, this staircase, like I said earlier on, leads you to the rooms on the first level, which also have the master bedroom as well. Come, let me show you the kitchen. Now you have this glass door, more like 50% opaque glass door, opening up to the kitchen area. So you've got quite, a big kitchen space. So the space here is technically about, give and take, about 22 meters square. All right. And you have an L-shaped base cabinet, actually giving you tons of storage facilities, as well as a little base, top cabinet as well, which also serves as a storage facility for you as well. So you have your gas cooktop and your heat extractor, of course. And of course, you have your faucet right here. And on this side, actually houses your microwave and your oven. Now, this opening right here takes you into your pantry or your laundry room. And it's quite spacious, right? So the space here is technically somewhere about, give and take, roughly about 5 to 6 meters square, right? And that's quite space. That's quite spacious for a pantry. Now, this door right here, okay, is more like a second exit door for the kitchen that ushers you to the back. Yeah, now come, let me show you. So when you come to the backyard area, you realize that you've got a mini porch from the kitchen. And then right here is one of the bedrooms on the ground level, okay, which you can use for a guest room. You can use it for helpers' quarters, or you can also use it for a maid's quarters or anything you intend to use it for. So the space is about, give and take, 15 meters square, which is quite spacious compared to other maid's quarters and all that we've been seeing. It's also ensuite. It comes with its own toilet and bath right here. It has an enclosed shower, a floating vanity basin, ceramic floating vanity basin, and then you also have your WC as well. Now, let's continue our tour to the rest of the property. So you have here as a space to put in, some of your kitchen stuff, maybe your pistol and your mortar, or maybe your empty gas cylinder, or some other things that you wouldn't want to, have them stored in your kitchen. Okay, so now let's continue our tour to the rest of the property. But before that, Vito, what do you think about the house?
Oh, I think everything about the house is beautiful so far, like you said. And I also like the fact that the developer added the wheelchair access for the disabled so that they
And
can
the engine
access,
as well.
yeah, access inside like very easily.
Okay.
And also, I noticed that the windows had some reflective like mirror, like
On the outside.
glasses, yes. So you can see yourself from the mirror, and also you can hardly see inside what's inside, and also prevent sunlight from entering
From
the.
coming in, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
very
basically
nice.
what it does is like it's darkened mirror.
Yeah, it's
So
a
it
very nice
prevents
feature.
50% of sun rays from coming into the property,
Yeah,
which is good.
very very beautiful.
Yeah. And what do you think about the inside, the interior?
The interior is quite clean and very spacious,
Okay.
and I like the fact that the tiles like are just
Spanish
aligned
styles,
very
yeah.
beautifully.
Yeah, it's a
Spanish
wooden
tiles.
kind of Spanish style. This is good.
It's good.
I think the pattern of the tile laying on the floor is called herringbone.
Yes.
And you hardly see such pattern, especially in the living room area, having a herringbone pattern Spanish style in the living area, which is more wooden and it's kind of like beautiful. It gives it this nature-like feel
Yes.
in the main space, and it's quite nice. It complements the white color on the wall, and the ceiling is very simple. There's no much, protruding. It's just a straight ceiling, quite nice with a beautiful corner modes and some reset light as a vantage point, and that is very, thoughtful. One of the things I like to, and I need to point that out, is the fact that every corner in the house has got CCTV surveillance. You also have electric fencing and all that. And in addition to that, there's also a waterproof socket in front of the house as well as the back side in the kitchen. And that is very thoughtful. And so let's continue our tour to the rest of the property. So climbing up the staircase, you have a silver balustrade with silver railing stretching all the way from down and spanning to the top and brings you directly onto the landing area, and then the balustrade still continues to the end of that wall right there. Okay, so climbing up from the staircase, you're ushered into the landing area, which can actually be used as your family area. Of course, it's quite spacious to put a couple of furniture and a couch and things right here. So this is where you have your three bedrooms. You have your two standard rooms on that side, and of course you have your primary bedroom on this side. Now this sliding glass door opens up to the balcony on the first level. Now let's take a look at. So you've got an L balcony wrapping up all the way to the side of the property, giving you more space of a balcony. Now let's continue our tour to the rest of the premises. Now, before I forget, let me add that on the floor of the balcony, you've got your floor drains. So in case it rains and water is directed towards this area, you have your water being drained through that drainage outlet. Now we're going to have to check the standard room before we go into the master bedroom or the primary suite. Now, this is the first room we are going to. So opening this door actually ushers you into the first standard room. Okay, quite spacious. You technically have about 20-meter square as a first bedroom area. Now, this area of this opening right here ushers you to both the closet and the bathroom. So you've got your floor to ceiling closet area, which has more space for you to store in your things. I like the texture of the surface of the closet. It's a bit more wooden and almost looking like the tile color. You see, there's a little resemblance with the tile color and the finishes of the wardrobe, and it has a very cool finishes at the end. They have done it in such a way that it actually syncs with the corner modes of the ceiling. That's very thoughtful. Nice. Now this door right here opens up to your bathroom area. You have an enclosed shower right here with a circular shower heads, and then right here you've got your ceramic vanity basin as well as your WC. Now let's continue our tour to the rest of the property. So coming out from this room, right on your immediate left, you've got this door opening up to your second bedroom on the first level. Now the space on this bedroom is just around 18 to 17 meters square thereabout, which is quite spacious. You have two windows naturally bringing in tons of daylight and proper ventilation to the premises. You have a very simple ceiling with, of course, a recessed light right in the middle. You have an air conditioner as well. Now this opening right here brings you to your inbuilt closet area that spans from floor to ceiling, the same type of closet area. And right this door here opens up to the bathroom area, which also houses your glass cubicle, your shower cubicle, your floating ceramic vanity basin, as well as your WC as well. And that is what this room has got. Now let's continue our tour. So I get to show you the master bedroom on the first floor. So opening up this wooden door actually grants you access to the master suite or the master or the primary bedroom. The space here is about 20 meters square, almost the same thing as the first bedroom that we talked, but of course, this one has more features. Now on this side, we've got your closet area. You have your closet that spans from floor to ceiling, technically the same thing, but you have more space. And then right here ushers you to your bathroom area. You have an enclosed shower cubicle. You have a ceramic floating vanity basin as well as your WC as well. And it's very simple. I like the tiles on the wall. Everything about it is quite beautiful and very, very simple. So we've got this darkened glass transparent door, 50% of course, that opens up to the balcony area that is only shared by the master or the primary suite. So finally, we've come to the end of this property tour. If you're interested to acquire this property, just kindly check the description of the video below. You're going to see every detail that you need to know. If you have any comment, just kindly drop it in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime we post a new video. Until next time, stay blessed and catch you on our next video.